Alright, I want to talk about the project for the end of the semester in this class, and basically what I want to do with a project is come up with some kind of company, organization, an existing or an imaginary one where you keep information on separate sheets. And generally you have a summary sheet that pulls data from individual sheets into in a sense, a main sheet. So for all of you out there that were Girl Scouts, this is a Girl Scout cookie sheet. I'm working with a file called Project One, this companion file. If you open it up, this is an old spreadsheet I used for years, keeping track of Girl Scout cookies, how much were sold. Basically, that on the summary sheet, when you open it up, you'll first be there. It keeps track of the individual girls, what they totally sold, the amount they have to hand in at the end, and then the number the troop leader wants to know is this, the commission amount, right? $216 is what the troop's going to make. I have to write a check to Westchester County Girl Scouts for $1,200. And I have a bunch of simple formulas here, sums some things up, figures out how many cases I have to buy, the boxes extra that I'm going to have, the total number of cases, and then extra boxes, because 12 boxes in one case. There's a lot of silly formulas here to figure out how many extra boxes we're going to have to get rid of. So this is the summary page where basically this 0 for Audrey Heck lemon coolers comes from her sheet, Audrey Heck, in cell D22. So we take a look at the Audrey Heck sheet. This is very important to Audrey Heck because it keeps track of all the people she's got to give cookies to. It's usually about a month and a half after you order the cookies, you actually got to give cookies. Here she only has one customer, her own family, but one trefoil, one do-si-do, one tag-along. And I have the total lines down here. If you take a look at Amanda Frioli, she selling to a bunch of other people and keeps track of who gets what. So I print these things out for each girl when they have to deliver their cookies. If you take a look at each one of these kids, who are the big sellers, right? If you look at my kid, she sells way too much. 111 total boxes this last year. So to get the Audrey Heck totals on the summary sheet, I did this for each girl, but I'm just going to wipe these out, do it again. Just under lemon coolers, this is originally how I did it. I typed in the information for Audrey Heck, got to sum up her total number of lemon coolers, and I just want the totals to appear in the summary sheet. So I click here on cell C3 in the summary sheet, hit my equal sign, go to Audrey Heck, find the total for lemon coolers. Even though it's a 0, next year may change because I just open the spreadsheet up year after year and type in the new values. Once I'm on that cell, just enter. There the 0 pops in and I just autofilled across. Right? And again, nice thing about this spreadsheet, I wipe out all the numbers on the individual sheets, type in the new values for how much they sold the next year, and then it automatically fills out all this information for me. Sometimes I change the price per box, which has an effect, but I never redo the thing over and over again. Notice also on the Audrey Heck sheet, I got to look up to figure out the prizes they won, because if you sell a certain number of boxes, you get certain prizes. So here she got a sticker. It's a VLOOKUP looking at L22 in this sheet, right? This is 3 she totally sold, into a table array called prize. I've named these cells the table array prize. So I hit my drop down by the name box and click on prize. It's on the summary sheet. Here's this lookup you should have in your project. 0 to 15 they get a sticker, 15 to 50 they get a badge. So each individual girl, if I click on Catherine Dorsa, she gets a ring and a badge because she sold 64. So the nice thing is next year the prizes change, so instead of a sticker from 0 to 15 they get a lollipop. I just type in the new value here, enter, and all those VLOOKUPs have recalculated. So if I look at Audrey Heck, boom, she gets a lollipop in the future years. So this is the kind of file you have to create for your project, something that multiple sheets feeds into a summary sheet. We'll take a look at an actual student's project next. There's a file called Project 2 that I'm going to open up next. So take a look at this one.